I have been teaching for 10 years and I have been teaching since 2010. What's the difference? Well, in this, if you notice, I had used the time element like for 10 years and since 2010. In this class, we are going to do a lesson about time expression by using two words, for and since. Before I proceed, let me introduce myself. My name is Anuradha Shri and I'm a corporate communication coach, entrepreneur of the art of communicating, and author of my book, Easy English. We do have some problems while speaking in English, especially about grammar. So, well, I take tips and bits which is really useful and which we use in our reality of a life. Today's chapter, we will check it out. How can we use for and since in expressing time? Let's go to the class. So, I have made a note of it. So, as I told you, I gave an example like I have been teaching for 10 years and I have been teaching since 2010. These are the two words which we are going to learn in today's lesson. In this lesson, I will explain you the rules and I advise you to watch the full video and then do the quiz at the end of the session. Well, let us see how do we use for. For defines a period of time in the present, past, and future. I repeat, for it defines a period of time, the present, past, and future. For describes a duration of time. It means from the start of the period to the end of the period. Means from the point it starts until the end. The formation of the usage of for is for plus period of time. For is used with all the tenses. I mean, it's used in present, yeah, past, and future. Let's go with a couple of examples. Here, I say, I read for 2 hours. Okay, and I say, I read for 2 hours every day. This sentence is simple present tense. And here, for, and the period of time is 2 hours. Today, I'm reading for 30 minutes. This is present continuous tense and the period of time is 30 minutes. He lived in Mumbai for 3 years. This sentence is simple past tense and here the period of time is 3 years. We will visit Singapore for 2 weeks. This is future tense and the period of time is 2 weeks. She has worked for us for 3 years, for 10 years, I'm sorry, for 10 years. And this sentence is present perfect tense and the period of time is 10 years. He has been living in Delhi for several years, right? I've mentioned as for the period of time I mentioned as several years. And this sentence is present perfect continuous tense. I had studied Marathi for 5 years. This is a past perfect tense. As I told you before, the word for, the time element, this for, it is used in all the tenses, simple present, yeah, past, and as well as in the future. Now let's check out what is this period of time is. What are period of time? So for can be used like for 30 seconds, for 30 minutes, for 3 hours, for half an hour, for a week, for a fortnight, for 2 weeks, for 3 months, for 3 years, or for a decade, or for a century. So now let's go for the next time element. That's the word called about since. Let's see how do we use since. Now, what does since define? Since define a point in time in the past. I repeat, since defines a point in time in the past. Since gives the starting point. It defines when things started. Since means from a point in the past until now. Let us see how we can use this word since along with the point in time. Here, please note, since is used very well used only in perfect tenses. You cannot use since in all the tenses like for. If you see for, I use in all tenses in simple present, your past, your future. But whereas when it comes to since, we are supposed to use or we can use only in present perfect tenses. Let us see the example. He has been watching TV since 7 p.m. This sentence is absolutely present perfect continuous tense, right? Here, since and 7 p.m. is a point in time. She has been using this laptop since last year. Last year is a point in time. I have been living here since 2010. So 2010 is a point in time. They have been studying English since last summer. So last summer is a point in time. Let us see the other points in time. Here, since 8 o'clock. Yeah, since 9 a.m. or since 10 p.m. Since midday or since midnight. For example, I can say my baby has been crying since midnight. Since this morning, it has been raining heavily since this morning. Since this afternoon or since Monday, I have been working hard since Monday. If I want to use for, I have to mention the days. If today is Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I have to say I have been working hard for 3 days. There's a start point as well as an end point. Whereas in since only it talks about when it started. Here, since yesterday, or since last night, since last week, since last month or last year, or you can also make it as since last summer. Okay, and we can also use since along with this point of time, like since 2009, or since I moved to Singapore, or since I left my college. Or you need not do like people somehow I've heard people saying like when I left my college. It's actually since I left my college, since a few years ago, or since I became a teacher. These are a point in time which you can use for since, and these are a period of time which you can use along with for. I hope this lesson was quite useful, and I have given a small test, a small quiz. Please do the test and check your scores right away. If you like this lesson and if you think this chapter was quite useful, please do share with your friends and relatives, and do not forget to subscribe my channel if you are a new viewer. So until then, this is your Anuradha Shri, your corporate communication coach, signing off. See you in the next video, the next lesson. Bye bye. Thank you. God bless you.